Hey, welcome back to the Helpful Home Inspector Show. My name is Matt Yake, a certified master inspector in this great state of Wisconsin, here to help you better maintain and take care of your home. The co-host question of the week. We started endeavoring into sewer scoping a number of months ago, which we had not previously. We had talked about it, like for years. We talked about it.
Yep.
But it's an incredibly expensive camera, and I wasn't looking forward to doing them. To be brutally honest with you,
I figured that's why it took so long to
yeah,
get one.
I mean, playing around in a poop chute for a half hour, not my cup of tea. But now that
you're not in it.
No.
You're just wearing gloves.
I'm wearing gloves, but there's sometimes little spickle spattle as you're taking the thing out and some yuck water shakes off onto you. Or every time I have a job where I do a sewer scope, my clothes all get washed. There's nothing getting reworn again after that. Okay,
I have kids, so maybe I'm a little more tolerant.
True,
that,
true. But with
little kids,
yeah. So they're swapping boogers at daycare and bringing it all home anyway. So you're getting whatever is out there. But with the sewer scoping, now that we've been doing it for a while, what have we learned?
There are a lot more problems with the sewer laterals than
we thought. Yeah. Remarkable that, when we go through and doing a home inspection, the problems that we've been finding in sewer laterals and things like that, without using the sewer scope, would never have been detected.
No.
Yeah. I mean, there's in some of them we've come across where there's almost complete root blockages, but because there's enough room for the water to get through,
it flows.
Yep. And we didn't get it backups or anything during the whole inspection. But then when we go to do the sewer scope, we can see that there's all kinds of roots. There's cracked tile and broken sewer line. And man, it's a $8,000 to $15,000 repair if you dig it up and replace the pipe. Yeah. Probably $3,000 to $6,000 reline if you choose to shoot a expanding liner through there. Right?
Yeah, depending on the length of run and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had one. I ran the sewer scope out. It was almost 100 feet, and there was multiple sections where there was bellies, and there was just stuff sitting in the pipe. And I finally got to 100 feet, and it dropped down.
By stuff, he means toilet paper and yuck and other
anything
things
that you'd flush down the toilet.
Yeah,
So,
or down the shower or down the drain.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I finally got to a point where it was dropping down into the lateral, and there was just a big clump of stuff, and everything flowed, but I got to that point and it's like, the pipe is...
Well, and when we're doing the inspection, generally speaking, we're not putting stuff down the drain. No. We're just putting water down the drain. A lot of water.
Yep.
I mean, we run every faucet for 3 minutes, every shower for 3 minutes, flush every toilet 3 times.
And a lot of it simultaneously.
Yeah, all at the same time. And, without getting backups, there's no way to know that there was a problem in there unless we stick the sewer camera in there. And, it's something that we offer at a bargain at $200 after discount, after preferred realtor discount. When we call up, before we were doing the sewer scopes, if somebody wanted one done or whatever, and we would call up to find out what it would cost or whatever, $450 to have a plumber come out and run a sewer scope. No repairs or anything involved with that. That's just doing what we do.
Yeah.
And granted, it only takes about half hour, 40 minutes ish, to bring the camera in, run the line, clean everything up, whatever, and get it back out to the truck. But then there's processing the video and taking the pictures and putting them in the report, all that stuff that goes along with that.
Yep.
But at $200, if it saves you $8,000 to $15,000, holy cow. And some people are okay with, hey, I have a tree in the front yard. I know I'm going to have roots. I'm going to have to grind it out every 3 years. And I'm just going to assume that that's just a regular expense that I'm going to have to consume until that pipe fails completely, and then it's a rip it up and go from there.
But if you catch it soon enough, rather than replacing it, like you were talking about, you can have it relined.
Yeah.
If it collapses completely, then it's tear it out and redo it.
Yeah, and relining is a pretty cool process. If you've ever seen it before, you can go on search YouTube or whatever. We'll maybe a sewer ninjas come in and we can go on site or something, do something with them. But basically, it's a plastic that's you basically manufactured and heated up, and then they blow air into it, and that air pushes this plastic liner through the sewer lateral.
I think there's a balloon that follows it that basically forms it right to the pipe with that air, and then it
It goes out, and then when it gets out into the main, they go out there and they cut it off, and then it's when it hardens, the guy brought a section.
solid.
It's like rock hard, yeah. But it's a nice polyethylene. It's probably quarter inch, eighth inch thick.
Yeah, something like that.
Quarter inch thick. It's thick. It's solid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that is cheaper than digging up the whole front yard and putting a new pipe in and stuff. But it still ain't cheap.
No,
it still ain't cheap. And if you don't do that sewer scope, there's no way to know if you're having a problem. So we've learned quite a bit, and you know, a lot more houses have problems with sewer laterals than I would have ever imagined.
Yeah,
you know,
and PVC, I haven't seen any issues with PVC. You know,
a couple bellies here and there. But
yeah, minor stuff, but nothing like we've been seeing with cast iron or clay pipes.
No, cast iron and clay pipes. If your house is, when people call me up, they're like, "Well, what do you recommend?" Well, I'm like, "Well, if it's a house built prior to 1980." It probably has cast iron or clay pipes, and there's likely going to be a problem. If there's a tree or bush in between the house and the street, well, then there's higher likelihood there's going to be an issue. You know, if your house was built in 2013 and there's no trees between the house and the street, probably not a problem. You know, but it's a personal decision whether you want to have that done or not. And you know, it is just inspecting. It's not testing or anything like that. So you don't need any special permissions for it. We just need a little extra time during the inspection to get that done. And it's something that we can do for you. And a lot of home inspectors are offering it. That have been, a lot of them have been offering it a lot longer than we have. But it is still something that I would almost recommend in every house built prior to 1980.
Yeah,
you know,
just $200 and then you know.
Yeah, then you know. And if it's in great shape, cool. That's great. You know, but there's no way to know unless you send that camera down there. And it's an expensive camera, and that's why it's $200. I mean, it's not me just sticking a light in a chute, you know, and going from there. As far as the sewer scope goes, great idea, something to definitely think about. And if you don't know about it, you want to learn more, we'll have a number of videos I would imagine coming up in the near future that'll be sewer scope related. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in today, you guys. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to know when we put out the next one, give me a bell notification. It's a little bell on the bottom right-hand side. And subscribe. You want to know when I'm coming out with new stuff or whatever. You want to be able to check us out and be alerted to new video content coming your way. Subscribe button's really the way to go. Thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Remember, the better you take care of your house, better it's going to take care of you. Have a good one.